On September 22nd of this year, Donald Trump held one of those "I won, look at me, I'm so wonderful" rallies that he's so fond of, in Alabama. Now, while it was for the most part his usual rally, and talking about how great he is and how much good he plans to do without actually taking steps to do it, he did one very interesting thing as well.
When people like yourselves turn on television and you see those people taking the knee when they're playing our great national anthem, the only thing you could do better is, if you see it, even if it's one player, leave the stadium. I guarantee things will stop. Things will stop. Just pick up and leave. Pick up and leave.
Yes, he called out NFL players who were kneeling for the anthem in order to bring attention to the numerous occasions where unarmed black men were being killed by police. Now, whether or not you would like to debate that fact, that's not what this video is going to be about. It's actually going to be about why Trump would bring this up in the first place. Maybe one of his staffers just brought up the fact that Alabama really likes football, despite their worship of a guy who couldn't last a full season in Miami in the pros. But I'm guessing Trump heard, oh, they like football. No, they're really gonna like this.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
And with this comment, the topic was born, a distraction was created, and everyone on the GOP, including Fox News, Breitbart, and InfoWars, those bastions for fair reporting, decided to tell you not only were they sons of bitches for kneeling during the anthem, they were disrespecting the military for kneeling during the anthem. Just so we're clear, how are NFL players disrespecting the military? Now, while I completely agree, Trump himself is very much an expert on how to disrespect the military.
He hit me. He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
He's a war hero because he was captured, okay? You can have, and I believe perhaps he's a war hero, but right now he said some very bad things about a lot of people.
Now, yes, while it was said about John McCain, and I guess they were political opponents at the time, to really piss all over John McCain's military service and the fact that he was a POW, how did that ever get over? How did that ever work for any Republican ever? Despite that delightful little thing he said about a war hero, he still got elected not only to the Republican ticket, but the presidency of the United States with a little help from stupidity. Well before the election, and even before the debates between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump took place, Colin Kaepernick decided to start sitting, not kneeling, but sitting during the national anthem during 49ers preseason games. Their third preseason game came along on August 26th, and then the reporters started having questions.
Specifically, what would you like to see change in order for you to stay?
There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right. That's not right by anyone's standards. This stand wasn't for me. This stand wasn't because I feel like I'm being put down in any kind of way. This is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice, people that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in a position where I can do that, and I'm gonna do that for people that can't. I do think that, you know, the talk has been more about me, more about, I know a lot of people's initial reactions thought it was bashing the military, which it wasn't. That wasn't my intention at all. I think now that we have those things cleared up, we can get to the root of what I was saying and really address those issues. I think it's something that can unify this team, it's something that can unify this country. You know, if we have these real conversations that are uncomfortable for a lot of people, if we have these conversations, there's a better understanding where both sides are coming from. And if we reach common ground and can understand what everybody's going through, we can really affect change and make sure that everybody's treated equally and has the same freedom.
One of the biggest takeaways from the statement is the fact that he realizes this is an uncomfortable conversation for some people, and so uncomfortable, in fact, that they had to go and change the topic of the conversation. Fast forward to this year in the NFL, and while Colin Kaepernick's not even in the league currently, and you can debate all day long whether that's just because he's been blacklisted, which I don't think is true, or because he lost it. He's just not that good anymore. But he's still got a name, and he's still got a platform, and he's using it, which is great. And then September 22nd in Alabama happened, and of course, now it's a national story. Now it's not even about the fact that people are sitting or standing on the sidelines during the anthem in protest of what some are seeing as police brutality against unarmed black people, which is what it was about, and still is. Nope, that's an uncomfortable conversation, so they're disrespecting the military now. Now, while Trump didn't directly say that players were disrespecting the military in his little rally, his brood of minions and media manipulators at Fox News, InfoWars, and Breitbart jumped on it, and of course he jumped on the bandwagon as well. And now people are trying to say they're going to boycott the NFL altogether, although it's kind of cute when the people saying they're going to boycott the NFL never really watched the NFL to begin with. Although it has hit a few people. You see a few videos online, you can find someone burning their jerseys and flags that they've collected all their lives, and saying they'll never support the NFL again because how they treat the military, despite whenever you watch the NFL, every other commercial is about joining the military. And it's very, very clear there was a handful of players that were kneeling or sitting during the national anthem before Trump's comments in Alabama. And then he went ahead and called them son of a bitches, and saying their rights don't mean as much as other people's rights. You brought the attention to the NFL and called them pieces of crap for believing in a cause, so now you're going to get more people to believe in that cause. So we're a few weeks removed from Trump's speech, and of course the whole boycott the NFL thing that all the non-mainstream media is trying to push your way. And where are we? Primetime games ratings are up. Attendance is about the same because, frankly, it's almost impossible to try to not sell out an NFL game at this point. And the few staged politically charged videos have actually been taken down. And while there's plenty of players still kneeling and sitting, their message has remained the same the whole time. They're not doing it because of the military. They're not doing it because they hate America. They're not doing it because they hate cops. They're doing it because there's an injustice going on in their eyes. Whether you agree with it or not, that's what they believe. And they have the First Amendment right to peacefully protest that. It has never been about protesting the military, no matter how bad some people want to push it down your throat. They are not disrespecting the military. Although one guy certainly did.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
That's not disrespecting the military.
And that was just so we're clear. My name is J.K. Calloway. We will talk to you again soon.